Hello and welcome to Retro Core, and today we're going game shopping in Outar City. And this is true game shopping, not the type of videos you see made by tourists who go to Tokyo and Osaka and all that. No, this is done in a normal city that you can see anywhere in Japan. This is Kokura at the top of Kitakyushu, and Outar City, as you can see, is behind Kokura Station. Not the most glamorous of places, it must be said. Now, what is Outar City? Well, Outer City is a mecca for otaku, otaku being geeks or nerds. Basically, in this building, we've got many game shops, anime-based shops, and game centers, arcades, which are mostly catered towards UFO catcher machines or claw machines. And some of the stuff in these claw machines you would not be able to put out in the West. Yeah, scantily clad anime girls, big boobs, panties, and all that. Yeah, there's loads of that type of stuff here. I have no idea who the characters are. Maybe you may know, but I have not got a clue. Being 49, I am definitely not into this stuff. Couple of game machines there. That's a Puyo Puyo Fever. Looks like some new edition of that. Don't know why it's called Virtual Fighter up at the top though. But yeah, most of the ground floor in this place is full of these claw machines, and there are some arcade games, but nothing too special. I must apologize for the footage in this section of the video. It was recorded using a hidden camera app, and basically it didn't make use of this phone's stabilization or stereo sound or anything like that, so the footage is a little bit shaky. Sorry about that. But it all gets fixed up once we get to the game store. And here we go with a UFO catcher full of Kirby dolls. At least I know who Kirby is. Now in Outer City, they got a couple of game stores. We've got gamers there who were pretty popular back in the 90s. Anime store there. They've also got Mandarake, but we're not going to Mandarake because Mandarake was not open. Yeah, Mandarake doesn't open until 11 a.m. So I was there around about 10 a.m. So that's no good. Oh, actually no, I was there at 11 a.m. Mandarake opens around about 12. Anyway, we are going to Surugaya. Now, Surugaya has recently become the mecca to go for your gaming. It's way better than Mandarake these days. Unfortunately, the prices are very, very steep, kind of like Mandarake. So we're taking a look at the Mega Drive stuff here, right next to Sega Saturn. And yeah, those prices on those games is not cheap. In fact, I own a lot of those games, and I can imagine if I sold my games collection, I'd be a millionaire. Well, millionaire in Japanese yen, at least. Super Famicom games there, all boxed up, and just look at all the Switch stuff. Wow. Switch stuff is reasonably priced, but basically anything from the 90s or early 2000s back is really expensive. Some loose Game Boy cartridges there, as you can see, and even a little bit of a Xbox 360 section. Not loose, boxed Famicom games there, and next to those, oh no, they're Game Boy games, aren't they? My mistake. Boxed Game Boy games, and next to those we've got Nintendo 64 and Wii U. It's funny that the Wii U section is the same size as the Xbox 360 section. Just shows you what a flop the Wii U was. In fact, that's not even all Wii U, is it? It's got a lot of Wii stuff in there as well. We are taking a look at the PC Engine games, PC Engine CD-ROM and so on. We are going to be checking out the prices on these games a little bit later on, just in case you're interested. I'm sure you can see some prices on the screen right there. At the bottom we've got some Neo Geo CD and Neo Geo Pocket. And over here we've got some PlayStation 2 stuff and PlayStation Vita. In the background you can see a load of hardware. We'll take a look at that later on. And opposite the PlayStation 2 we've got PSP, and a bit further down we've got PlayStation 4, which is quite a large section, and PlayStation 5 there just at the end. We just walked past it. Not really too interested in looking at the modern stuff because you can see that in any shop. And more PlayStation 2 stuff here. And of course, you gotta have the original PlayStation. Pretty decent selection there, nice and big. And let's take a look at some of the stuff in this glass cabinet. So we've got a couple of Sega Saturns there, a couple of Xboxes, Xbox One, 360, some Dreamcast stuff, some loose Super Famicom games, Neo Geo Pocket, Wonder Swan, some PC Engine Hue cards and Mega Drive games down the bottom there, unboxed. We'll take a look at the really expensive stuff at the end of the video. There you can see me filming there in the reflection. Of course, these type of stores have a strict known filming policy, so I'm having to do all this kind of undercover without really looking at the screen, so that's why the image is a little bit close at times, or a little bit wonky. Can't really see what I'm filming. So let's check out some of the prices. Let's take a look at some of these Mega Drive games. Okay, here's a Bare Knuckle 2, 7,800 yen. Yeah. I mean, when that was released, it was probably cheaper than that when it was brand new. Let's see, Forgotten Worlds here, 5,700 yen. Yeah. I'd say about 10 years ago, these were like 1,000 yen games. Look at that, 8,800 yen for Fire Mustang. I picked that up around about 2005 for less than 1,000 yen, a couple hundred yen. Here's a Asuka 120% limited on the Sega Saturn there, 8,000 yen plus. Irem Classic Collection, 4,300. Again, that used to be a 500 yen game. Panzer Dragoon Azel, that's 3,700 as you can see. That hasn't changed much, that's pretty much still the same price. But yeah, prices are nuts on all the stuff. Take a look at the Xbox 360 section here. Some really expensive games. And don't forget, this was not a popular console in Japan. I mean, it was probably the most popular Xbox console in Japan, but certainly wasn't popular by Japanese console standards. Although more popular than the Wii U. What's this? I can never pronounce that game's name. 4,700. And that's another one I can never pronounce. Konami shooter. Death Smiles, 1,600. Now that's a good price. Yeah, for some reason, Death Smiles in Japan is always cheap. I'm not sure why. Look at that, the original Final Fight on the Super Famicom, 6,400 yen. Crazy price. What's this? We've got a Sailor Moon R, 7,100 yen. Bloody hell. I mean, these games are boxed with instructions and so on, but still, the prices are really expensive. Especially when you consider a brand new game on a modern console is about the same price or maybe a bit cheaper. Very, very difficult to be a retro gamer or get into retro gaming these days. Look at that, 9,800 yen for Mega Man X2 or Rockman X2 in Japan. Yeah, now if you want to find out what these prices are in your local currency, don't be lazy. Get on the internet and use a currency converter. xe.com is a good one. Look at this, Neo Geo games. Yeah, 25,000 yen for the original Fatal Fury. No thank you. Although King of Fighters 97 is only, what was that, 17,000 yen was that? PC Engine CD-ROM games there. Valis, 7,900 I just noticed. Not much in the Neo Geo CD section or Neo Geo Pocket section there. Here we got some loose and some boxed Famicom Disk System games. And here we are taking a look at the price at some more PC Engine CD-ROM games. Yeah, used to have that one myself. Let's see what else we got. Wasn't anything of great interest on the PC Engine CD-ROM in this section. All the really good PC Engine CD-ROM games were behind the glass cabinet, and they were very expensive. Psychic Storm, 5,200. I remember paying 400 yen for that only 3 or 4 years ago, not that long ago. So yeah, prices are really, really skyrocketing. Let's take a look at some of the original PlayStation game prices. Again, it seems like a lot of the less common games are quite expensive. That's Croc. I don't know if it's Croc 1 or Croc 2, but a little bit pricey for the Croc game. Rival schools there. That's not priced too badly, I guess. Okay, let's take a look at some of the shooters. We've got Ray Crisis there. That's priced reasonably well. That's a Raiden project. Now, they did have the second Raiden, or Raiden, however you want to pronounce it, game here. And I didn't film it, but I was going to get it because it was really cheap. And then I was thinking, why is it so cheap? So I got the staff to open up the case before I bought it. And the instruction manual was covered in mold. Yeah, nasty stuff. Anyway, here's the really expensive stuff behind the glass case. Look at that. Geppy X, 34,500 yen on the PlayStation. Yeah, all the really expensive stuff and all the really good stuff is in the glass case. Basically, just to show off what type of stuff the store has. But yeah, if you want to buy any of these games, you better have deep pockets. Look at that. I've got all those Mega Drive games, and I never paid that much for them. Bloody hell. Super Famicom games in the background there as well. Here we go, some more Super Famicom games. We've got some more desirable PlayStation 2 games down there as well, with a couple of other formats. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. And you see Mandarake is now open. I did go in there to have a look around, but basically they only had the similar type of stuff as what Surugaya had. Prices very similar. They did have a couple of different things, a couple of more rare things, but filming in Mandarake is very tough. They're really onto you, especially if you're not Japanese. So yeah, didn't get any footage in there. So here we are out of the shop, and what did I buy? Well, not a great deal, because as you can see in the video, the prices were very expensive. But I did get one item, which is this. Yes, I got myself Ray Crisis. What was that? 2,800 yen. So not too bad. A little bit cheaper than what I've seen it go for on Yahoo auctions. There was a lot of stuff there I really would like, but yeah, the prices are crazy. So yeah, when you see those expensive prices on eBay, maybe don't bitch so much, because even here in Japan, retro games are very pricey these days. Until next time, guys, take it easy and enjoy your games. See ya.